Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining Jenkins in GSoC office hours. Today is August 27th. Um, so I think we can just go right into the agenda. And if there's anything else that anybody wants to discuss, just feel free to add it to the agenda. Um, all right, so since next week is going to be our final presentation, um, I am thinking today would be our last office hours. So hold on, let me make sure that I don't think I recorded to the cloud. Did I record to the cloud? Okay, I think I did. All right, so today would be our last office hour. So for those that is moving on to the extended version of GSoC, we won't be holding weekly office hours there. Communication lines in Slack and the Gitter channels are still open, so feel free to communicate there. But no, this would be our last office hour. Okay. Final presentation is next week. So the same format will take place as our midterm presentation. It's going to start on will be 3:30 p.m. UTC. It will be via Zoom. You all should have received an invite with the call-in information. If you did not, please Slack me. But that has been sent out the previous week. Okay. So again, same format. Everybody gets about 10 minutes. That includes Q&A. So time yourself, check the audio visual, and speak slow. I've added the slides for the final presentation here. Add your portion to it, please. And then I also added samples from our last year's final presentation. So hopefully that helps. Does anybody have questions here before we move on? Okay. So evaluations. Valentine and V, I have your evaluations due for September 8th. And then VHOB and Chris with extensions, I've put the dates there. And for mentees, please do check in your Google portal for your dates so you don't miss out on this final evaluation because we do want you to get paid. Okay. Any questions or anything else that Chris, I don't know if Bruno is on the call. If there's anything you want to add?
I think we may want to. Yeah, this is just. I just want to remind everyone to remember which date you have to send in your contributor evaluations by. So just that note. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Check your dates. Okay. In the portal. Okay, so I thought since this is going to be our last um, office hour, maybe it would be good for us to just set things aside and just reflect on our experience. I would love to get all of our mentees feedback. So basically what I put here are 5 questions and each mentees please choose two and answer those questions. Just share with us your thoughts. And we probably won't have time or to go over the status update, which is fine. It's all written down here and it's great. But we don't need to go over it for this last meeting. But more importantly, I love to get your feedback. Okay. Your experience, how did it go for you? And are there ways that we can improve things for the next mentees for the following years? So Who would like to go first, and what two questions would you like to answer?
I can begin.
All right, go for it. Thanks. Thanks, Virgie.
So, first, I would like to answer the question five,
Okay.
like how has GSoC changed my perspective on contributing to open source. It was like initially I would say like I only believe like open source was all about going to GitHub and looking for open issues and raising a counter PR for that. I thought it was all about that. But during GSoC and also during pre-GSoC around Feb March time, I like came to know more about how primarily open source work. Like we have to discuss also with the maintainers about our approach initially, or we might discuss some new issues also, or about we if like I want to add a new feature, we have to discuss in the community as well. So it's more of like we work as a group around and not like just I go there and try to showcase my skills. It's not like that. Like we it's more about how uh, good you are in a collaborative environment and how you can cope up with the needs of the community. So yeah, that was one thing that I learned during GSoC and also pre-GSoC time.
Okay.
And the other one, I would like to say for the first one, like what part of my project I'm most proud of, I would say like the main part that I'm proud of is like for the migration of the to the white side, because the Antora side, for the Antora side, the previous contributor did a lot of work. So for that, it became easier for me. But for the white side, it needed a lot of work, mainly on the UI side to like match around above 85-90% of how Jenkins IO UI looks. So it was one of the work I like the most, mainly in the UI part, and also some of the migration of some very important page, I mean folders and pages like blog or secretary advisories or homepage, which are also coming soon. And apart from that, I would say, yeah, mostly I would say the wide migration was fun, and it's really exciting to do the migration of some important pages, matching the UI, going pixel perfect in each line of code to see how the styling works. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Virgie. So, and did you feel that this, at least this whole experience with GSoC, like, helped you in any ways that will improve you going forward?
Yeah, definitely, because I believe like my field in future also, like I will be obviously with the open source community. Along with that, I personally have interest on the research field. So in my future also, when doing research, there needs to be a collaborative environment and much better pre-works before doing the actual work, which is how also GSoC works. Like before we do a PR, we discuss with the mentors like what we thought, everything like happens before. Then finally we do the coding. So technically part was also good, and also luckily I got the base mentors out there. So from both for the soft and the hard skills, I got improved, like I would say of 100x what I was before Jan or February.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, next person. Who would like to
Hello
volunteer?
everyone.
Hi.
Hey. So I think I'll answer the fourth and fifth one. So like I never knew like GSoC is just like an open source project. I knew about that. And what we are doing over here, I knew that as well because a few of my mentees in my college, they got into GSoC, right?
Hmm.
So after that only I got to know the program and I tried for it. But I didn't know like open source software can be this research heavy as well because my project it was really research heavy. I had to like research about a lot of things. Like even when we are writing the prompts, I had to research what are the good ways to write the prompt as well. And when we are like going to tackle those like smaller models, what our plan is to like make the architecture more suitable for the smaller models. Right now, the one that we are making is more for the proprietary models. So yeah, that also like involves a lot of research. So I never knew like open source can be this research heavy. Like I knew these are like open source LLMs. I knew about those, like they are going to be research heavy, but I never knew like the software part can be this research heavy as well. As for the advice, I'll just say like maybe we can have some more sessions. Just that much. I know like all the organizers and mentors are quite busy because their schedule is almost booked. But if they could like take some more time out, that would have been nice because the mentors are all like really nice. And I think the mentees would love to spend more time with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Chirag. Completely agreed with you at all levels. I think specifically on, the mentors, that is just like for us as org admins, year after year, that's the challenge that we face every year. Pretty much, reliable mentors. And because, again, these mentors, they are juggling family, school, in addition to work. And, they're trying to give something back to the community. So it is quite challenging. And I think it takes like a small number of people who are good at it, who can really, are meant to be mentors, right? So that said, I mean, with you folks going off, into your career, continuing your school, etc., we're always looking for mentors, and we would love to have you folks back as mentors as well. And again, you've been through the experience as mentees, so you know what works, what doesn't work. So hopefully you can bring back to the community and give back in a way that, what you have experienced yourself to make things better. So
Yeah, I think
thanks.
like I can be a mentor for something like if a project is like related to data or maybe AI, I think I can help with that.
Thanks. Thanks, Chirag.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Next person.
Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing good. Am I audible, right?
Hi, Renak.
Hi. So I can go with 2 and 3.
Right.
So I think when I started, like open source has really had an effect on me. I'm really passionate about open source software and technology. And I thought like open source was just about writing code, but I think it's just more than that. It's about the people, the growth, and the community, like having a shared growth mindset and working towards making something meaningful together that creates value for the users who are using that project and the community as well. So that's what I learned in open source that surprised me. And one advice I would like to give to future contributors would be to engage with the community well and just having a playful mindset to experiment about things. Like if you are developing something, so testing out things and playing with it and helping others and talking about the tool in public. So it's not just about writing code. You can help newcomers on board and talk about the tool in public, share your experience and whatnot. So yeah.
Thanks, Renak. I don't think, is Giovanni on? I'm not seeing Giovanni. I know that Maeve is not on. She told me that she can't make it today. Okay, so no Giovanni. So Chris, Valentine, or V, anything that you would like to add, given that this is going to be our last office hour?
Valentine, you want to go first?
Yeah, nothing particular to say on my side, as last year was a very positive experience. So let's say not much to say, and thank you for all the work for all contributor.
Indeed. Yes. Thanks for all contributors' work. Your work does not go unnoticed, or it does make an impact. So keep that in mind. V or Chris?
B?
Yeah, sure. So, hey everyone, before getting started, I would like to congratulate everyone for successfully completing the GSoC for the year. Hope to see you guys mentoring the next year's project. So apart from that, I hope everyone had a great experience of learning through this 2025 GSoC period. What next? I had very much fun and learning experience mentoring the Giovanni and others as well. So would like to thank the Jenkins organization for giving me the mentoring opportunity. So thank you folks.
Thanks, V. Chris?
Just want to say thank you to like everyone, including all the mentors and all the mentees this year, for a very, very smooth operation of the GSoC program at Jenkins. And I think everyone did very well. As far as I can tell, there's not been much of an issue with any one project, so it's good to know.
Thanks, Chris. So I think for me, for our mentees, you are no longer a stranger, okay? So come back, visit, help out in the community if your heart desires. And if you see a problem, if you can find a fix for it, I think everybody will be appreciative, or at least be able to use what you fixed as well, right? So just keep that in mind. Come back as a mentor, as contributor, but you are not a stranger to the community, and your work is appreciated. Okay? So I think that's it. So is everybody all set with the presentation for next week? So I will log on to Zoom half an hour before the start of the presentation. So feel free to join me early so then we can test out your audio, visual, and all that good stuff.
I think I have something to raise on behalf of Maeve because I think she has a conflict. So she
Mm.
won't be able to make the first half of the presentation, and she will need to join towards the middle. So, but
Okay.
I'll go through a dry one with her beforehand,
Okay.
so she'll be prepared on the same
Yep.
day. So that should be okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Chris. And I'll move her slides towards the end then, just
Okay.
to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you again for everything you do. So keep up the great work. All right. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to just Slack and get her. Okay. All right. We'll end it here. Take care.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
all.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.